Should you be paying for exposure for your business? Mostly, no, but it depends. Let me explain. Now, a few years ago, someone approached me whilst running my MSP who was interested in writing an article about us to be featured in their magazine. Wow, I thought, like, it's so great to be finally recognized as a leading business person in my field. So as a young and naive recent business owner, I said, sure, come on, let's have a chat. And I'm sure you can all kind of see where this is going, but the guy came in to see me, pitched me some great ideas about how we can write this article, or I think it was like a book together or something, where we were talking about the state of IT right now, including interviews with other business and IT leaders. And the end result would be a piece of content that has been independently and expertly researched, put together, and something we would be, proud to put our name to. Great. Oh, and by the way, my fees for doing this are just, I don't recall the fees, but they were likely a few £1,000s or so. But I just distinctly remember feeling like a right idiot. Why didn't I realize that this meeting was, in fact, just a chance for them to do a sales pitch? I'm thinking back on this now, I think it's because I felt like this person was more of a journalist who was looking for my help so he could do his job, rather than what actually turns out to be me being the one that funds his job. So I politely declined. And actually this time my wife was about to give birth to our first kid. So I simply just said that, we'd be wasting each other's time if we continued. And you wouldn't believe what his reply was. Now, instead of a professional reply of, okay, no thanks and appreciate, giving me your time and everything, it was a response of, well, if you're not going to pay me to write one, then I might be inclined to go and write the article anyway and still include you, but not in a positive way. What an hole. And the funniest thing, fast forward a few years, I've sold my business and started another business, and he gets in touch again, like seemingly completely oblivious to our previous exchange and reaching out to ask, like, once again, about teaming up to write some content together. I feel this is the exact same situation as other emails I've received over the years, the ones that I'm sure we've all had them, like, congratulations, you've won the award for best IT company in the UK. After our strict and independent vetting process, you have won this incredibly impressive award. To accept this award, please forward on your contact details and a payment of £3,000 so we can release this award to you and announce you on our website. Seriously? Now, these are both ways of paying for exposure that I would not recommend. Mostly because at the outset, both parties are trying to trick you into thinking you have won or have been hand-selected because of the expertise that you command. When in actual fact, all they've done is probably reached out to every IT company in the local area with the exact same message. And they're just going to go ahead with basically whoever says yes first. Now that is not exposure that you want. The right kind of exposure is where you lead the way by perhaps, maybe working with a PR agency, and the agency will work on getting you into those places. You won't pay anything towards those magazines or the awards, but you will pay for the PR company's expertise to get you into their places. Perhaps you're paying for essentially that little black book of contacts that they've built up over the years. Now, it is this type of exposure that could get you, when working with the right people, your name in the local paper, on national websites. Heck, they could even help you get a TED Talk speaking slot if, that was your goal. Or, as I've mentioned in many of my videos already, do your own exposure. Like, build your brand using video, audio, blog, email, and social. All of that is fairly low cost as a kind of on itself, but over time, of course, I guarantee it will build the brand of your business more than some one-off paid piece of work with one of these, like, crooks. So this is just a quick PSA, I guess, to pick where you spend your money wisely. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't pay for exposure, because technically everything you spend money on when it comes to marketing is kind of paying for exposure of some form, but certainly avoid anybody who tricks you into a meeting, particularly if they use the wording, I have an opportunity for you. Now, I don't think I've come across a single meeting where those exact words were mentioned, where it hasn't been anything other than a total opposite of an opportunity for me. It was an opportunity for them to sell me something. It's funny how these videos are turning into more rants these days. Until next time.